Okay. Howdy, howdy. Hope y'all are doing well. I always look up at that camera, but the camera's right here. Anyway, hope y'all are doing well out there. I was having a little bit of issues getting the microphone going, but got it going now. And this is saying Ask Grandpa is live. So everything must be going. See, how's everything look? I got YouTube over here looking all right. So, how's 2025 been for you? I don't know if anybody's here, but maybe somebody will watch the replay. And if you're watching the replay, you can put it down there in the comments. Let's see if I have some audio going here. Here we go. Where am I? Let's see. Hello, Pork Chop. Is the audio working? I'm trying to find out, and I guess I could turn the speaker on and find out. But it's gonna be really annoying for a moment. Yeah, it sounds like it's going. Is the audio working? I'm trying to find out. Yep, it's a working. Anyway, how you doing, Pork Chop? I'm just chilling with my little Santa hat, and I managed to get one review done today, but that's okay. Hello, Steve. Tree and the red lights look good. Sound is crisp and sharp. All right, good deal. Yeah, I forgot to turn those lights on last night. You know, Steve, I think that is the first time I have ever won anything online. Steve was having a giveaway over on his live stream a few moments ago, and I got to remember to email you. I guess I could text you, but you said the email, so I'll have to look up your email. Anyway, round table finale tonight. Yeah, I saw that pop up and I had to get over there. Anyway, my hat. See, everybody's used to me wearing this, but see, I can wear the Curry hat from time to time. Free advertisement for them. And you know, actually, it might work because I could wear it when I was doing some of the a hat pork chop. I could use I could wear it doing some of the reviews, especially on some of the products that are gig related. You know, like the little tire inflators, things like that. Could do that. That would be pretty cool. 175 episodes in 4 years. Well, congratulations. That's a big number. That is cool. You can't see. I can't see you. Don't know why. I can see me, but which not seeing me might not be a bad thing. Anyway, yeah, Steve, I don't know if reviews for any construction reviews. Yeah, yeah, because don't they deliver like from Lowe's and Home Depot and places like that? So like tools, things like that. I see you now. I'm not sure what I did. I'm on my phone. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Could do that. No doubt about it. Anyway, anything. Yeah, cool. So, Steve, last week, actually, my son came on here and he was hanging out and he mentioned that there was static in the mic. And I don't remember, I thought you were here, but then you left, I guess. But I wound up switching my stuff around to my mini PC, so the audio should actually be a lot better than what it was before. I don't know. but it is my computer that the audio issue was. Remember, I ordered a new XLR cable and all that. Made no difference. It's my computer. The mini computer seems to be doing okay. I'm just had to run the mic and the camera and all that through it. So that seems to be doing the trick until I get a new computer, which maybe sometime next year. This computer works. There was static. Audio sounds amazing tonight. Not just good, amazing. Well, good deal. That is good. That is what I want to hear. I'm sure y'all get annoyed with the static, but the motherboard I've figured out and learned that running your audio, you have to have clean voltage. And a lot of the motherboards on desktop computers share the voltage with how many ever ports you have. So you're not getting a clean 5 full volts. That's my understanding anyway. I'm sure different motherboards are better at it than mine is, but mine doesn't even do a full 5 volts. It won't update to the most current drivers on the USB ports, which I didn't know that when I bought the computer, and most people wouldn't. So when I get ready to get another computer, I'll probably be talking to the my computer guy that I took this one to get it fixed. Anyway, I noticed the picture's not real good, but that's because of the low lighting. This camera does pretty good. And I mean, it looks real good on OBS, but over on YouTube, I'm sure, well, they may have turned that down. Well, yeah, it's sitting at 480. I don't know if it'll let me run it up to 1080. Oh, yeah, that looks much better. But, yeah, okay, I can live with that. Anyway, man, this has been a year from doing the gig apps to sitting on my booty doing reviews. This has been a seriously big change of a year. You know, the older I get, the more I realize things can change quickly. Even your careers. I mean, you know, everybody knows things change all the time, but man, to go from like working in a state hospital to police dispatch and then doing DoorDash and Uber and all that and Spark and then in just a matter of a few months, you're sitting there doing Amazon product reviews and paying the bills with it. So, you know, you mentioned something a while ago, Steve, and that is a true fact. Everybody needs to get as many streams of income as they can, because if one plays out and it's no longer around, you got something else to fall back on. You know, and that's kind of what we've been saying all along. Use the gig apps to try to get into something else, whether it's another gig app or something else or something totally different. But whether you're doing what I'm doing or doing the gig apps, you're still an independent contractor. You are your own boss, and sometimes that can be a pain. I'd almost rather have a boss sometimes. I'd be a terrible boss, at least to myself anyway. I get mad at myself and aggravated at myself, but, you know, I just say, self, you're going to have to get it together. You can't lay here and think about it. You got to get up and get her done. And from time to time, I do. But anyway, yeah, it's been a good year. And I'm hoping next year is even a better year. So I hope y'all all have had a good year, and maybe lots of new doors have opened for you, and next year, here in what, 2 weeks, will be 2.5 weeks. Will be a all new adventure, and hopefully, I can start doing some more adventures on Dirty Shoes Adventures, and get some fishing done and some camping done. Right now, I've got a couple of products I need reviewed that I could do if I was out camping. Hello, Mr. Ray. Hope you're doing well. I'm just sitting here rattling away as usual. Talking about. You know, have y'all ever said words and a song pops into your head? I don't know. I don't know if everybody does that or if I'm just crazy. Anyway, yeah, just talking about 2025 bringing lots of changes, and hopefully the changes are all positive. There's been a couple of bad things, but you know, I guess that's life. Learn to appreciate what we got. 2026, I am ready. As long as I don't owe too much on taxes, I'll be happy. Yeah, definitely going to have to get a tax person. Ray shared something with me earlier, and I had never heard of it. That you're crazy, yeah. Going uphill and neutral. Never heard of that. And he found a place that's supposed to be near me. I haven't had a chance to look it up, but I'm going to look that up, and we're going to go check that out. Maybe Monday. Got a Christmas party Saturday down at my aunt's, and Sunday, I don't know yet. And then Christmas party, what, Wednesday night? And I think Wednesday night's Christmas Eve. We're going to my mom's. Then my daughter and grandkids will be coming over here Christmas Day. And then the 26th, no, the 27th, another Christmas party. We partied out. Everybody is having some good holiday spirit going. And you don't have to give gifts to make people happy. Just a smile and a nod sometimes can be much more valuable than a flashlight. You can do it on any mode of wheeled transport, Brandon. Maybe try it on the scooter. It depends on where the road's at. A lot of our roads, I really like that electric scooter I got, but it's got those solid rubber tires, and the roads vibrate really bad. And when you hit a hole in the road, you definitely feel it. But the advantage of those is they don't go flat. If you got the air-filled tires, you can get a flat tire. I think I'd almost rather have the air-filled tires. That would be one of my things that if I ever do get the chance to do a follow-up review on it, I will mention that one. That it has advantages and disadvantages. But I'm really surprised it's still going, and I think that thing is only like $2.99 on Amazon now. And for electric scooters, that's not a bad price. They're pretty high. I even looked at them at Sam's Club a few days ago, or a couple of weeks ago, actually. And they're pretty high. But anyway, what does it say? The year that changed more than we expected. Goodbye 2025. So did y'all, enough about me, did y'all have any big changes? I'm just kind of curious as what has changed in what with y'all. Anything, or is it just kind of the norm? And you not get a set of air filled tires for it? No, not really, because the brakes are made onto those wheels, and those wheels are made onto or the tires are made onto the wheels, basically. Uh, but you know, I would like to buy one, but the ones that I want are really expensive. We're talking $1,500 to $2,000, and that's a lot of money to be spending on an electric scooter. Because for that much money, you could have an electric e-bike, and I almost rather have an electric e-bike. But I really enjoy that scooter, and you know, it's surprising that it's still running. I'm impressed. Granted, I don't ride it every day, but it's been used. So if y'all have time, share with us what's changed in 2025 for you, if anything. New cars, new new outfits. I'm not even going there. There's probably be a whole long list of things like that. But significant things. New jobs, new gig apps. I don't know, just whatever y'all can come up with. I'd like to see what y'all have to say. And if you are watching the replay, leave it in the comments. You know, share. This light quit working a while back, and it mysteriously started working again. I think it's the button on the end, because you can just touch it and it flickers. It went out. Oh yes, I went through a couple of vehicles this year. Yeah, did you sell? Didn't you have a pickup, or you still have the pickup? I remember you had a pickup. So you had the van too, but the van croaked on you, I think. I wouldn't mind having an SUV for camping and stuff. I did sell a battery yesterday, or was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And the guy's retiring. He's got 92 days left. He was a manager at AutoZone, and he has accumulated stuff to put in a camper. And now he's went and bought a camper, and he said in 92 days, he don't have a wife, he don't have any pets or anything, so he said he's going to hit the road. And I thought that would be cool. That'd be fun. I sold the pickup about 3 months ago. Yeah, I remember you had that. Yeah, it sure made me kind of jealous of getting to go camping and stuff. For me, for me, the year flew by, feeling blessed and I'm ready to start 2026, just to start fresh and make the most of my time. Eat right, exercise, etc. That will probably last about a week. Oh yeah. The old van, which was newer than this one, went to pick and pull. Yeah, that pork chop. That is one thing I really got to do. It was funny, and that might have been coincidence. Uh, I guess a month and a half or so ago, we started walking, and then one day, actually walked about 3 miles. But the next day, my knee was hurting, and my knees have been hurting ever since. Could have been coincidence. I don't know. But I really need to get back into exercising. I have put on some pounds. I lost a bunch, and then I'm kind of put it back on now. And I need to lose it. I know I'm going to put it on because there's some jeans that I could wear, and I can't. And I start to pull them up and say, nope, ain't happening. So, and I can't afford to go buy all new clothes, so I got to go back down. And you would have thought I actually gained, well, I guess sitting around, you're not exercising and stuff. And when I was doing Spark, I was eating at Taco Casa and stuff like that a lot more, but I was active. And now I'm not as active, and that's what I got to get back into. Hello, Rodney. I'm at the restaurant watching the Rams game. Just wanted to say hi. Hope all is well. Well, I appreciate it. Who's winning the game? We're just sitting there chewing the fat, if you will, talking about things that's changed in 2025 and things that we hope are going to change in 2026. I think you had a pretty good 2025. Well, I guess the majority of it was 2024, wasn't it? I don't know. But yeah, it's make most of my time. And and that's actually a good line there, pork chop, to make the most of your time because we're not guaranteed that time. You got to make the most of it. Don't sit around and think about what you should be doing and what you want to be doing. Because if you spend all your time thinking about it, it's probably not going to happen. And then you're going to turn around and it'll be too late. That was one of the things that guy said about that battery. He said that he had, when his dad was dying, he asked him one of the things that he regretted in his life. And he said, not going and seeing the things that I wanted to see and wait until I was too old to go. And that's one of the reasons why this guy's going to start traveling around and camping and doing his thing. Is wait, he's still young enough to do it. He's 60. What do you tell me? 66. I think he said 66. Anyway, but that's just it. We don't know how much time we got, and we're not getting younger. So, you got to make the most of what time you got left because you don't know how much time you got left. I'm kind of hoping this channel gets back up. Of course, it's going to be a little bit different, than the gig apps and stuff like that. And those push the subscribers up, but since it's changed, I don't know if it's going to get back up to the watch time and all that it had before. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then it don't. I enjoy doing it, so keep on keeping on. And if you know what I forgot? I forgot to turn on that one light. I just noticed it. Where had that look with the red lights back there? Well, there is a delay and a half, isn't there? I'm sitting there watching it on YouTube, and that light still ain't on yet. Ooh, yeah, I see myself just now going over there. I got a major delay. Wonder if you can change the latency. I read that is what changes up. Ricky, the video is going crackers on YouTube. That video is going. Oh, you're uphill? That's cool. Properties. No, that's not where I need, is it? text. Don't need that one. Is this one? No. I think it may be in the stream. I think it's in the video. I think it's when you're setting up the live stream that you have to change the latency, latency, I can spell it, but I can't say it. I bet it's set to normal, because if it's set to normal, it will have some major delay. Let's ask ChatGPT. Can I change the latency in OBS during a live stream? Cannot be changed during a live stream. Oh man, that bites. Oh well. It's probably set to normal, because normal will give you a latency, because OBS thinks you're wanting to monitor it so you can change things before it comes out. But I want an instant. Yes, can audio and video sync monitoring delay can be changed in live. If you're hearing yourself late, goes off, monitor delay, OBS advanced settings. I already clicked that. Advanced settings. Adjust sync offset MS. Some words are bloody hard to say at times. Yeah, that's a fact. Yes, adjust sync. I'm gonna see that one. Oh well, I guess I'm just not gonna worry about it. If I wasn't watching it, I wouldn't know that it was lagging that bad. So maybe I shouldn't be watching it. Oh well, I have to start checking it more often. Yeah, it's kind of like saying aluminum. Yeah. Some things are just not that easy. Could you imagine a person like Mel Tillis trying to pronounce words that he couldn't pronounce to begin with, or had difficulties pronouncing, and then with the stutter, he would just forget it. Oh, I'm up there a little. One of the reasons why I usually try to have YouTube opened up is because it's easier to read. I don't know if you can change the chat screen on here, because the chat screen on YouTube is white and the fonts are black, and on this one, on OBS, it's black and the fonts are white, and that's harder to read for me. I think. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, it has been a good year. Can't complain. If I did, it wouldn't do me any good. I just have to Get over it. I was kind of hoping my son was going to get on the live stream tonight, and I want to find out if they should have one more package coming tomorrow. But I think all their packages should enter your email. I don't want to enter my email. Oh, I forget I'm on this mini PC. I can't. Oh, it wants to know my password. Oh, forget it. I don't have a clue what my password is. It's a bunch of numbers and letters and symbols because I kept getting that my Amazon account was trying to be uh, logged into, and it wasn't me doing it, and it got me worried because that's what my Amazon money or my affiliate stuff's linked to. So I just let the computer or whatever make me a password. Now it's about that long and all kinds of numbers and symbols, and what a pain. I can complain, but my complaints haven't had any change as of yet. You mean Miss Wendy don't have a you don't she don't let you have a complaint box and then she goes and checks your complaint box? She's probably going, yeah, right. Did everybody get their Powerball tickets for Saturday draw? It's 1.5 billion as of today. Can't win if you don't play. That's true. And no, I didn't. I I really don't remember the last time I bought a lottery ticket. Yeah, it was since I've lived here because I went down to the little convenience store across the highway, and used to last time I bought them, you could just put quick pick, and it would just randomly pick it. And now you got to do like uh, what was it? It like pays double or something, or I don't know. It's not simple like it used to be. Now you got to pick all them numbers, and then you got to decide this and that and other. And then I asked the girl working there, I said, how do you do this? She goes, I don't know. I don't buy it. I don't play. But yeah, wouldn't 1.5. I tell you what, well, y'all would know if I won $1.5 billion, but it would probably would be about a month after I won because I don't know. Well, y'all are close enough. Y'all would probably know. But there's a lot of people that probably wouldn't know, and I wouldn't want them to know. But yeah, could you imagine? So if you won $1.5 billion, you would come out with what about 600,000? Because isn't it like 35% they take in taxes? I don't know. I know it's a big chunk. Yeah. Just a measly little 600 million. And I would be tickled pink with 5 million. Yeah, and you could probably survive on that if you did the money right. I haven't played the lottery in many moons. Miss Womble played several times. I might give it a go for that size of a pot. Yeah, you never know. And it's a dollar, and then if you do that one thing, you pay it's $2. I can't remember what it is. I just remember there was something that cost you an extra dollar if you checked that little checkbox. So I don't know. You could sure help out a lot of people with that much money. Look at all the people you could help. That would be cool. Not to mention, I guess you could buy a new pickup or a new van or whatever. But my way of thinking is look at all the good that you could do. You know, well, I probably wouldn't stay in this house. I don't want a big mansion, but you know, I don't know. It would just be a lot. It'd be really cool to help people out. People that you know need the help. You just can't really do much to help them. The government takes that amount. I'm surprised they don't wear a mask more often. Yeah, really. Yeah, I think it is like 33 or that is if you did the annual payments, not cash option. I will take all the money now, which is probably half the amount now. It is $2 a ticket and $3 for the power play. Okay, power play is I don't have a clue. And the people, well, unless somebody else working over the store, they don't know. I will move to the next town over, smaller town, build a hurricane-proof house. I think I would probably move closer to East Texas. You know, I'd like to stay in Texas, but I would move east of here. You know, out I don't know, Texarkana to Tyler, Midlothian, somewhere out in East Texas. You know, but I would probably buy a couple more properties and let family and friends stay at those properties while I wasn't there, kind of like vacation homes, and just everybody could just rotate. You know, have one up there in Colorado, maybe one out on the East Coast. Probably wouldn't go to the West Coast unless it was like Washington State. I don't know much about it, but I don't know. It would be nice though. Power play is a ball numbered 1 to 5. If it rolls out 3, you win triple your winnings. If it is 2, then you double your winnings. Only lower tier, not the jackpot. Oh, so if you win the big jackpot, you don't double and triple it. But if you win like 5 numbers, then it'll double or triple. Huh. I'd take all the money now. The government would probably spend it. Otherwise, give them their pocket change and go help several people out too. Yeah, I would take it. You know, you reach a certain age where you know you don't know how much time you got left, and that would really suck to win the lotto, and then 6 months from now have a heart attack and die if you was waiting for your next check. Why not just get it all now? Yeah. And I don't know that I would put it in the bank either, to be honest with you. I might bury it in mason jars all through a field. I don't know. I would actually invest a bunch of it in real estate. I want to be in your several people. I know one thing. I'd be going down to Katy, Texas, and going through that car wash. That would be cool. Of course, I think if you win it, don't you have to go to? Well, I guess those is not the Texas lottery. I think the Texas lottery. Don't you have to go down to Austin to collect it? I don't know. I don't know how that works anymore. But you know, I could just make a. If I had to go to Austin, just get down to Austin and hook a left and going over to Katy, go through that Buc-ee's car wash in my new GMC Denali. I buy a reasonable sized house with a big barn to buy a few old cars that grew up with, or buy another home back home too. That'd be cool. First, I'd see what we can do. Get Wendy back in health. Yeah, we could go to Austin. We could go to Austin for this one. Other games, you go to a regional office, several around the state. Okay. There used to be a lottery commission in Wichita Falls. I don't know if it's still there or not. Because it was like you had to, if you, on the scratch offs, if it was over $500 or something like that, you had to take it up to that place. I don't know if it's still there or not. You know, I did win a hat on Steve's giveaway earlier, so maybe my luck is maybe I ought to go buy one. I'm sending out a mass text message. Hey, meet me in Austin. Party's on me. All the sweet tea and Dr. Peppers you can drink. Oh. Hey, buy me a drone. That would be fun. You can win $599 with no taxes. If it is 600 or more, you have to claim it and pay taxes. I wonder if that's going to change on that new tax, on the new tax deal. Of course, that was just for like independent contractors, wasn't it? So I guess that wouldn't fall under that. I'd go through the Buc-ee's car wash too. I even take a car through there. You can even take a car through it, huh? I don't know. That's a long one, man. You might drown in that one. Bubbles was just running across the windshield, and might ought to have I don't know if a snorkel would do you any good. Oh, it's nice to think about things like that. Winning the lotto, that is. Wouldn't that be a heck of a way to finish out 2025? Everybody gets a new house, starting with my mom. She gets a new Jeep and a new house anywhere in the world. Then I would get me a new pickup or a SUV. Not real sure. Maybe, I guess technically if you want that much, you could buy both. But, well, I mean, what good is two of them if you can't drive two of them at the same time? So, President Trump mentioned paying no taxes on gambling winnings. He said that says what he thinks, but I think what you're wishful thinking. Oh, yeah. The gambling winnings, I don't see that one happening. There's too many, because that would consist of casinos, and that a lot of states passed the gambling for the tax money. Because some of those taxes do go to the schools and things like that. The majority of them probably not. But as far as the public knows, they do. But we all know how that works. So I wouldn't foresee that taking that gambling taxes away. Although, like if you win a jackpot at the casino, you can claim up to your winnings as a loss, and it zeroes it out. So technically, you don't pay taxes, but there's a lot of people that don't know that, and they wind up paying taxes when they really didn't have to. If I went over here to the casino and I won a big jackpot, yes, I'm going to say take the taxes out, because then I'm going to apply all that to what I already owe. Then I would probably be out of trouble. played the lottery back home when I was first started over there, which was many moons ago. I actually win it a couple of times. Nothing really big. It was fun to win something though. I had a friend. She won the Texas lottery. It was $8 million. You don't have it no more, but they, her and her then husband, sort of, live-in, they went through that money quickly. I went, well, I say quickly. From my understanding, usually they were broke because they did the annual payment, and they was usually charging stuff by the time that next check came, and that next check covered what they had spent. But they did get a nice place in Florida and a big nice boat, new cars. I don't know. I bet you $1 though, if she had to do it over again, she would have probably invested that money. Because I really think, to us, $8 million is a lot. But in today's times, if you wasn't careful, you could burn through $8 million pretty quick. I'll say pretty quick, 10 years or so. But if you invested that money into something that had uh, revenue coming back in, then you shouldn't have, get a business, real estate, something. Take care of you when you're old. Talking about gambling, that's what I used to. I used to win quite a bit over here at this casino, and people would ask me, what do you do if you win a jackpot?" I said, "You leave," which is hard to do. But I said, "Go buy jewelry, guns, something of value, and just keep it. Because if you keep going to the casino, you're going to go broke, and you're going to have some money. So then you can fall back on that and go sell those rings and guns or whatever, pawn them, sell them, whatever. Because if you keep going to the casino, it's going to come to that point." Took me a while to realize that, but that's a fact. So invest your money, and it's just like if you won the lotto, invest that money, because if you keep blowing and going, you're gonna be out of money, and you better have something to fall back on, or you're gonna be back to square one, and that would be almost, oh, I don't know how you could handle that mentally. If you won that much money and burnt through it and had nothing. And they say a lot of people that win those lotteries do that. That's crazy, but I guess I get it because of the casino days. But yeah, you better invest it in jewelry. If you want big money, invest it in real estate. That would be my plan anyway. I think seems like I won $50, 50 or $60 on a scratch off. That's the most I've ever won on anything like that, like scratch offs. Now the casino's a different story. We won't even go there. It's sickening. But as far as like lottery and scratch offs and stuff like that. So y'all got big Christmas plans? Anybody? I don't know if anybody's got any big Christmas plans, or you gonna put on a Santa suit and run up and down the streets and run amok? Just family and get-togethers for me. Well, that's the best Christmas right there. like I said a while back in that one live stream that nobody paid much attention to, the joy and happiness. But your joy is your family. That don't normally, I mean, it don't go away. I mean, they may pass on, but you had them. So that's joy. No big plans. Well, you gonna go look at Christmas lights? I bet they have a lot of pretty lights in those bigger towns where y'all live. Apparently, we're staying home. Well, that's not always a bad thing. I don't know what. I asked my daughter earlier what time they was going to come over, but she don't know yet because they're going to. The kids will be at their dad's, and then she don't know what time she's going to get them. Then they're going to come over here, but then they need to have their own Christmas too. So I don't know. I don't want her stressing over it. So I'm going to have to talk to her more about it. We might wait till the next day because if they're not with her Christmas morning and they're with their dad, then she's gonna want her Christmas with them at home. So I may be staying home for Christmas myself. I don't know. We will see. But I will have family around, whether one way or the other. I used to work on Christmas Day and definitely New Year's too when I was back home. I almost always, well, when I went to work for the city, after I had my kids and they started getting a little older, I started volunteering to work New Year's Day. Man, that was good money because she's on call. I worked for the city and I didn't party, and there was some younger guys and girls that liked to go out and stuff. And I just really didn't party or anything like that and go clubbing and whatnot. So you betcha I volunteered. It was double time. Now, when I worked at the state hospital, no. You didn't, if usually got to flex your time. If you work New Year's Day, you can get another day off during the week. But direct care, there is no holidays. It's 24/7, 365. Whatever everybody winds up doing, I hope y'all enjoy it and have a good time and just look at your family and tell them thanks for being here and putting up with me. No, don't take anything for granted. What's here today may not be here tomorrow. I guess it's like they say, what is it? Live each day like it's your last day because it might be your last day. And it's kind of like Christmas. Make the best of it you can because you may not get the same opportunity the next Christmas. I mean, time flies. I mean, it's Christmas this week, and then it's New Year's tomorrow, and then and in a few weeks it's Christmas again. But there's so much that can happen between those times that you really got to try to appreciate what you got while you got it. Whether it's a family member or a vehicle or a house or whatever it is, appreciate it and be thankful for it. And it'll be just Wendy and I. Well, you got each other, and that's what matters. Uh, can be lonely by yourself. Anyway, I do hope you all have a Merry Christmas and happy and safe New Year's. If y'all go out on New Year's, just be safe. I guess I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'm getting kind of cold, so I may go crawling under them covers. And a while ago, a movie popped up after I watched a video. No, it was Steve's live stream, and Forrest Gump popped up on YouTube. So I may go in there and click on the history and watch Forrest Gump. No. YouTube does have some movies on there. Of course, I got Paramount. And what is that one you get with Amazon? Prime? Yeah, Prime. All those movies are the same old thing. It's funny to watch the who's watching the spins and rolls. People in and out, and you never know. And that's something else. You never know who's listening, and you never know what you say. You never know what you say, how it might affect somebody. So try to choose your words wisely, because what you say can affect people. When will I be back on? Next year. We'll be back on here next year. Let's see. Wednesday's the 31st. I may be on. Let's see. No. Probably the 7th. Probably January 7th. Unless something comes up. If something comes up, then back on. Something comes up, I may do a unscheduled live, but I don't foresee that. So I'm shooting for the 7th. If everything goes as planned, we will see. But for real, appreciate what you got, and thank God every day for it. Or whatever you believe. I know not everybody believes the same, and that's okay. What's that old song? You got to believe in something or you'll fall for anything. Anyway, we will have grandpa withdrawals. I'm just up the road and down the road from you, Ray. And like I said, if everything goes as planned, I'll be back on the 7th. Anyway, I'm a here, and y'all need anything, just holler. I'm always, well, most of the time available. But anyway, like I said, just your family and friends that's close to you and stuff like that, appreciate them. Tell them you appreciate them, and got your blessings. And I appreciate all y'all. Whoever's watching and whoever's hiding in the background, I appreciate you being here. Anyway, I hope y'all all have a Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year. And like I said, if all goes well, I will see y'all probably January 7th. So I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.